in the next, in the next 90 days as we build our business, why they should join our team is so important. If you notice in every single presentation when I start, we start with sharing the reason why we join NuSkin. As much as I know the payday is there, but what's going to keep me or you or anyone on this call all over the country, what's going to keep you guys excited is the reason at the heart of it why you join. When I saw my daughter, as you can see, this picture, many of you guys probably didn't hear my story. This is K2 from San Jose, California, and I'm sitting here right here in Irvine, California, getting ready to go back to see my family. But prior to joining this, I never saw my daughter grow up. I miss everything about her, and up to the moment when we finally found NuSkin and have some type of freedom, was I able to walk away from a full-time job in 2014 and truly be able to do things with my family and see my daughter grow. And that's that's at the heart of it. Is why we joined NuSkin. So your story had to be important. I know there got to be a deeper reason for those that are on this call why they would be in NuSkin and what NuSkin has to offer them. And tonight, beside this short training, you get to hear from one of our top leaders and our top trainer, Terri too. And it has been an amazing weekend down here in Orange County. We had a great expo. We got videos that we're getting ready to share with you guys. And on top of that, we have an expo that's happening in our Bay Area team on May the 13th, which is Mother's Day. So you guys mark your calendar. We have our Easter barbecue that's popping off in San Jose. We're looking for a final location. So I mean, it's great. Our team is growing. Things are happening, and it's happening fast. And so it's important that every single one of us in here are aligned to the covenant. We have our leadership summit that's coming up on April the 20th to the 23rd, 22nd Sunday. So do whatever it takes, guys, to move your people, to move your business forward, and to get the right people in place and be at the right place. This month, I'm so excited to see that we have individual breaking LOI on the next level of leadership, and I do want to give shout out to those that are hitting the numbers on here, and some of the people that I wanna give out. Due to the call tonight is going to be a little bit short. We know that we're getting ready for a lot of things, but I do wanna share, for our first leadership folks that are hitting milestone, especially the first milestone within the 30-day time frame. We have Spencer and Joel that's hitting the LOI, and then we have Malay that's hitting her LOI. We got Neil hitting their LOI, and that's one big power leg as well. And we got Malay, Habi that's hitting her LOI, like Ty hitting their actually she's right around the corner of hitting executive, and then Davis going out there doing his LOI, and then Calamini as well LOI, and the first leadership part of this business I want to talk about is in hitting in your executive, and truly hit her milestone in 3 weeks. And it's just so funny when the speed of the leader, the speed of team, and right underneath her is this incredible 19-year-old gal right now that have a team that's expanding all over Northern and Southern California for 19-year-old Kelani, Kalo, and her brother Xiaomi and Baloo. That's hitting executive within exactly breaking that time frame of 3 weeks. So I'm excited. And then Ngan, I'm excited for you, my friend. Your 2-minute story I heard is going to be amazing. So congratulations to all our executives. So with that being said, I wanna kind of go over and remind those that are on this call your mission and what it takes. I mean, NuSkin mission is really to go out there and be a force for good throughout the world by empowering people to improve lives with rewarding business opportunity and innovative products and enriching uplifting culture. And if you look at that mission, I want you to understand that the business is there for you guys. with understand that the opportunity's never been bigger and better, and the innovation in the products have never been bigger and better. And last but not least, our culture is what really driving our business. Our vision is very simple. It's so clear, so powerful, and so big. It is really to become the world leading direct selling company by generating more income for any distributor than any other company. When you have a company that's going out there creating that type of a result and helping you guys hit that type of numbers, that's the key thing. So our value have to be understanding that it falls hand in hand with everything that we're doing. So we're excited for you guys that are on this call to really understand Nu Skin 3.0 up to the point. Understand that we have an amazing Polynesian kickoff event we're going to be doing, plus our leadership summit that's going to be held right here on April the 22nd. You guys definitely don't want to miss out, okay? So we empower people, best of all, for the force of good. Understand that joining Nu Skin, you guys are a force to be reckoned with. Being a part of our NuChampion team as we move forward with our new team theme and our new team brand name. Understand that with the word champion, I'm not going to take that too much away from Terri, but that is our new team theme, and I'm excited for some of the folks on here, because when you join a championship team, your chance of hitting the milestones is going to be much bigger. I mean, as a championship team, much more is expected out of you. And also, we're going to be definitely asking you to commit to higher caliber in leadership. Because 2017 is definitely the year. I remember back then when we first started with the Galvanics Farm, to see the product launch and to see how many millionaires they have created within a short amount of 5 years. Understand that right now, the same opportunity for us all right now in Nu Skin is here with Age Like Me. That's a wide open territory. It started in January, and right now it's going to move. And it's not just going to move anywhere. It's moving right in your backyard. It's moving right into the heart of the US of A. I mean, North America, 14% is a wide open territory. So I'm excited to be able to tell those out on this call that your future have never been brighter. And as you can see, it's all about putting on those shades and know that it's going to be so bright. It's going to be white, burning, hot fire. And it's up to you to ignite the passion that you're going to have. And that's why this April Leadership Summit, we had our first Ignite retreat. To really focus on what you're gonna learn at Success Summit. You're gonna learn the why, the how. You're gonna learn the products. You're gonna learn everything from the scientists. But what the biggest thing that's gonna driving force, one of the missing key components, is your mindset, and that's what you're gonna learn at Ignite. Is how to ignite that fire, how to spark the passion, how to really spark your team and allow them to be able to move mountains, allow them to move obstacles, overcome anything, just like any team. Your mindset starts right there. So I'm excited, guys, where Nu Skin is going, and having that premier partner understand as you join this business, okay, the world-class anti-aging product with word demand. We have a proven business model, all right? We have a rock-solid company. Understand what are the roles, okay? Understand that Nu Skin have great roles. They take care of all the product and research, millions and millions and hundreds of millions of dollars. They take care of all the manufacturing for some of our team that was there. They saw the distribution, the marketing material. You get your OPS, the inventory, sales to the literature, all this shipping. You don't have to spend $1 on that. Logistic, the program they set up, the account management, the account managers are there too. And business development, website, incentive trips. I mean, I'm excited. I'm on and ourselves. I mean, we hit our dream destination trip. And I heard that the next one that's going to launch is going to be much bigger and better. But we're excited after, after all these years since I was a little kid, being able to saw the Northern Light for the first time, and know that I've always wanted to see one of the 7 wonders of the world, and to know that Nu Skin, our dream opportunity, our dream business, is now sending us on our dream vacation. And we're excited for that, and words cannot explain. So understand that they take care of our ordering process and technical. I mean, this is what Nu Skin take care of all that. When you join the business, none of that is a part of headache. And that's the biggest headache for small business owners, to have to deal with all this. Your real role right now, understand that Nu Skin is already seated. And it's funny that this slideshow, I did in 2013 was talking about how new skin record revenue, 3.1 billion. All right, okay, record 1.2 billion. So understand that when they did 3.1 billion in 2013, 1.2 billion was paid out. All right, so when you look at that, that's 1/3 of the number. So imagine when right now we are at a 5 billion, going to hit a $10 billion company. I mean, uh, close to 4 billion is going to be paid out to you and I, and especially right now in the U.S. market. You guys have to understand why that is so big and why it excites me more than everything else. Because you see, for those that join Nu Skin, you have to understand everybody is going out there talking about opening up markets, right? They're talking about going out there opening up of 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 we're talking about Vietnam, we're talking about China, we're already in 54 countries, right? But how do we be able to reach much faster? How do we get to 10 billion? Why is the company changing every single thing that's happening to Nu Skin? They're changing all the leadership, they're changing all the bonuses, they're changing all the compensation, because right now we are going to get to $10 billion in sales. And the only way we're going to do that is through one single market, not 54 market, not focusing on new developing market, but on one single market, folks. And that market right now, those that are on this call, that's calling in, that's watching from the webinar, you guys are in that big market right now. It's a gold mine. It's a race. Imagine back in the days when the San Francisco Gold Rush came into town, and what happened? Okay, all right. Everybody was racing for that. Everybody was digging for that gold, because they know that. And right now the same thing goes, because right now that big market, all right, for many of you guys, believe it or not, that's going to get the Nu Skin to the $10 billion in sales. That market is going to be the U.S. market right now. Okay, imagine this. They call the U.S. market the melting pot. That means for the last 50 years, over 2 million different race came into this one single spot, in this one single land. Over 2 million different races. All right, okay. So if you were to combine that, now when you think about it, every other market that we operate in, there is a big pocket of their population here in the U.S. of A. So when you build this company, when you build your brand, when you build your business, and you focus on this U.S. market, which we as a team collectively is the only team out there that is doing that already. We're dominating right now in all different markets already in our team. If you look at our team, we're the only diverse team that's able to capture on different market, and we will dominate, because when people come into the team, they don't just see one single denomination, they see all different denominations, so they understand we are the team that's going to dominate the US of A. Why? Because we represent what US of A is all stand for. Every person in our team have a dream. Every person came in from a different area, and we all have a big dream. And one thing I've learned, that when we have one team, one dream, and you know what, we will have one future. So I'm excited because we have the right leadership set in plan. Terri and Ben, have been strategizing with every single one of our top leaders in our team. And this is the year where I tell you guys, I'm more excited than ever. And recently over at the expo, just to hear some of the big players came back and talk about how excited they are. But you know what? One thing they're missing the key component, which is what we have as a team right now. We have a synergized team. We have a teamwork in place, and right now we're going to take that and drive it all the way home, guys, for the home run in 2017. So those that are on this call, those that are aligned with our mission, our vision, and that one team, one dream, one future, go, go, go mentality, you will win. And I'm excited to tell you guys that, because nothing more than having a made-up mind. And when you make up your mind you're the right thing in the right business, understand that we have the 5 perfect key component that's helping driving our business. So I'm excited. Understand that every single, the future is right here. When we were sitting back, they were creating right here the next generation of home use device, which was the ageLOC Me, and understand new, different, personalized nutrition program and key thing is going to come in. So your role is simple. Your role is to go out there and understand that people don't buy what you sell, right? They really don't buy what you do. What they really buy is why you do it. right? And what you do simply prove what you believe, Simon Sinek said, right? Okay, so start with the why. Sometimes, why do you do this? And I know many of us have all different stories, but at the end of the day, the product is great, but why would you really be building your new skin business? Why are you putting time in to build it? Understand that that is what really is the driving force. So there are getting people here we want to do the things that must be done. Okay, that's a key thing. Right? So new skin from now to 2020, they're talking about one team, one dream, and 1 billion just in the U.S. market alone. So that is going to be big, guys. Imagine when we hit 1 billion in the U.S. market alone. You guys on this call with our great leadership and our proven system, that's going to allow you to build your business in all different areas of the country in every single nook, cranny, and you know what? We're going to dominate this market because we have the right people set in place. I know that. We've been talking about it. We see it. We see the future. We see the vision of our team, and that's why we're setting up every single thing possible. And Terri Van is putting out more resources and capital than I have ever seen them do because they want to win. And right now, when we want to win, we're going to find the winners. The winners, you're not born with it. It's a just matter of decision. Either you choose to play ball, you choose to make a decision, you choose to win. So understand that big things is happening right now. So the most important thing is how you invite. Okay, I want to talk about real quick. I noticed that a lot of our team member inviting is very important. And how you get people into our business and getting them to hear this incredible opportunity that you're embarked upon. So hats off to those that are on this call. I'm excited. Understand that we get paid to talk to people, believe it or not, right? We don't get paid to sell the product. Okay, the product is a byproduct what we have. So understanding this business, we do really get paid to talk to people. All right, so go out there, master the art of learning to expose people to the products and the business potential. Right, what we have in your hand. I mean, believe it or not, no matter where you're at in your financial situation, no matter what it is that you're facing, or how young, how old you are, what you have when you join New Skin is this incredible opportunity, an opportunity that even not even a doctor can match. All right, okay? Because when you understand that no matter how great of a doctor he is or a professional surgeon he is, right? Sometimes we look at these folks and we put them high and mighty, but guess what? You know what? Their opportunity doesn't even compare to yours because it took them 10 years to go out there and they have to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on their practice. And today you have a $1 billion company in your hand and an opportunity where, no matter what, even if that doctor is good as he is, he doesn't work. If something happens, he doesn't get paid. See, but you have this incredible opportunity in your hand that nothing else out there, and there isn't another doctor that's creating $1 million in every 3 days. So understand that you have that power. So when you understand the power and the potential you have in your hand, you will be able to talk from a different perspective. All right, so use the tools, to teach. Understand that, okay? When I'm talking about to teach, it's not good enough that you learn. It's not good enough that you guys on this call, because when much is given, much is expected. It's not good enough that you guys are on this call or know the information. It's important that you're able to know the information and to teach that information. And it's not good enough that you taught it. Right? Okay, you're not even there until you taught it, and that person that you taught is able to do the same. All right. So in this business, it's important, folks, that remember, leaders are learner. All right. Okay. Fact tells, story sells. So you have to be able to be great at that. And you have to learn that in the process. And we will have workshop. We're setting up a lot of good things to make sure that we raise NuChampion. All right. Okay. Because the champions aren't born; they're made. Believe it or not, it's a matter of decision. So be the product of the product, guys. And use and share the Nu Skin product line. Understand that in part of inviting, okay, you can't invite somebody or talk about something you haven't used. Whether it's the $15 toothpaste or the $17 crack feed, use something. Whatever it is that's within your budget, at least start with something, okay? I've learned in the beginning, never prejudge anyone, especially in today's economic climate. I mean, never prejudge. I mean, I remember the first time when we sat down with Caroline, we call her Kalani. I mean, she's a 19-year-old, very quiet and very reserved, but we would have judged her. At the time I would have sat down and said, hey, she's just a young 19-year-old girl. what difference can she make in our business? And we wouldn't take the time to spend with her, she wouldn't be here today, and she broke executive out of all the rank. So we're excited to know that Calamini has been able to go out there. I'm sorry, that Kelani is able to go out there, Caroline is able to go out there and really be able to as a 19-year-old hitter executive in exactly, I believe, close to 2.5 weeks, okay, into the business, three weeks exactly. So develop a good personal story, and if you don't have a good one, use your upline, okay, until you create a good story, right? Okay, when I first started, I didn't really have a story. So I started using my upline story, right? I started using my upline stories, and in whichever story that fascinated me or that makes sense to me, I knew their story. I used Terri's story. If you notice, some of you guys are saying I still use her story in our presentation, regardless, because I realized that what. Your story is very important. Understand that art of inviting, be like a movie trailer, right? Okay, movie trailer, keep the curiosity. Imagine if the movie trailer tell you everything about the movie, you wouldn't go see it. And that's the problem with a lot of people on this call today, right? Okay, you guys are going out there and you guys are telling the whole a movie or the whole presentation before they even sat down with your upline. So understand. Create that curiosity. That's very important, right? It's almost like dating, right, guys? Imagine the first time I met Tammy, in Boca Raton. I said, you know what, Tammy? One day we're gonna have 2 kids. You're gonna marry me, and then we're gonna go out there and you know what? We're gonna build a business that's gonna go all around the world. And a lot of times, just the fact that I'm just gonna tell her right off the bat, she's gonna have 2 kids. She'll probably run off before I even get to even be her friend. So that's where the curiosity, right? A lot of times we just go out there and tell everything, right? What I mean? Make it exciting. Don't satisfy everything on the first try. That's the key, right? Be sincere, folks. All right? Okay, you guys don't have to go out there and lie about what we have to do. We have a great opportunity. Understand that this opportunity, once again, is bigger than anything that anybody you talk to have. And I believe that. I believe there's no other opportunity out there that's going to give them the same reward, and especially right now, is bigger than ever. With the U.S. market wide open, it's just much bigger than ever. So, understand that there's always more than one way to invite. Okay. All right. So when you do talk, here's 5 things I've learned. It's very important, guys. I hope you guys are taking note. Okay. Is a 5C. When you talk to someone, you call them on the phone, make sure that you clear their time. Hey, John, Michael, do you have 5 minutes available? Do you have 10 minutes available? Do you have 30 minutes available? So that way you know that time is already clear, because you don't want to call them and the next thing you know, you say, hey, I heard something exciting, and the next thing you know, right? Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm a little busy right now, right? Okay, so always ask that they have the time, compliment them, right? Say, hey, whatever it is you're calling from for, I always found you a great business individual. I've always looked up to you. Whatever it is, you have always been someone that I feel can give an honest opinion of something, right? Okay, number 3, create that curiosity. Once again, the C, create that curiosity, right? Curiosity is key. It's just almost like dating, like I shared before, right? You want to make them intrigued. Always be in control, folks. Understand that. It's so important, okay? For new folks, that's the hardest thing that they have to face with in the beginning. When you talk about control, when you have a new person coming on board, someone, the first thing they do is they ask them a question, they get all scared, and they try to answer, they ask them another question, they get all scared, and they answer, and the next thing you know, by the time they're done, they answered all the wrong questions. And that's it. You only got one chance. So be in control. You know what? Always be in control of your conversation. If it's something you don't know, okay, you know what? Hey, John, I really like you. I don't want to ruin it for you. Hey, John, you know what? As you know, I'm all brand new, but I'm still in training. Do me a favor. I do have one of my best friends, a very successful individual. Terri, too, made her first million at the age of 20-some years old. She's right now $1 million with $9 million. She had helped 9 people already within a short amount of time, became $1 million. I really don't want to ruin for you. I want you to hear from her. All right. So commitment, right? Okay, the commitment is very important. I always say, whenever I get someone on the phone or 3-way call or webinar, I always say one thing. Hey, Terri's very busy. Do me a favor. do not make me look bad, all right? Okay, understand that she's putting personal time out for me. I really respect her. She's someone I really look up to. If you're going to cancel or you can't make it, do me a favor. Let me know. All right? Okay, beforehand. Don't let me know last minute. Understand? So it's how you put your upline. Don't just go, okay, well, all right, let me know when you have your time, right? Or no, hey, Terry's busy. Whenever I say Terry's so busy, she only got these 2 slots, all right? And understand that if I'm taking one of the slots, she's putting time out for me. Make sure you can hop on, okay? All right, you want to hear what she got to say. Or 2, definitely you do not want to, right? I mean, reinforce that appointment. It's very important when you guys do that, okay? Um, in compliment, create curiosity. I want to talk a little bit of that, okay? Qualifying questions. These are things I want to talk before. Understand that these qualifying questions are very important, right? Okay. These are some basic things I ask. How has the economy affected your income or business? If they're a business owner, are they working on a job, right? Okay. How's today's market working for you, right? Okay. I'm working on a new project. Do you keep yourself open to other opportunities? Right? Or I ask simple question, are you happy with what you're currently doing? Right? Okay. I mean, what you like the most about what you're doing? Okay. If you could, if they tell me that they're really happy, I say, great. I'm glad you're happy with that. Okay. Well, tell me if there's something you could change about what you're doing. What would that be? Right? Is there anything in your job that you would personally say, hey, you know what? It'll be better if I can change this, right? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I want to know what people see themselves in 5 years because I know that those on this call 5 years from now, what is going to happen to your lives is gonna be mind blowing, and you all have that opportunity today to don't give up before payday. And if money was not an object, right? And then what would you be doing for a living? You see, everyone want to talk about making a living. Everyone want to talk about making the income making enough money to buy what they want. But you know what? My real question is, if money wasn't an issue for you, if you have all the money, what would you be really doing? Would you be going out there making a difference in the world? Would you go out there spending more time with your kid, right? Okay. And then whatever the question, whatever the answer may be, I just ask them honestly. If I could show you a way to generate a secondary income, or if I can show you a way to accomplish what it is that you tell me is important to you, is it worth 15 minutes of your time to evaluate some of the information I have? Are you interested, right? Okay. I don't want to talk to not interested people, right? Okay. Because they're not interested in any of the things I talk about, then you know what? That it might not be for them. To be honest, folks, on this call, it might not be for everyone. But the most important thing is don't chase after them. You can't push a rope, okay? You want to pull people, you don't want to push them, all right? So, I share this story over and over with our team. There's going to be 2 type of people out there. Understand that, when you're talking to people, what are you doing, folks? Okay, imagine this story. Imagine 2 person out there on the street. One go out there and asking for $1. Can I get $1? Can I get $1? Can I get $5? Can I get $1? And another guy going out there passing out dollars or $5 or $100. All right, even if he was passing $100, by the end of the day, who do you think will have more result? The guy that's asking for money or the one that's giving away money? Well, of course, the one that's giving away money. And here's the sad part. Okay, sometimes you might be giving away $100, right? Okay, and of course people want that, but some people won't take it, right? Just like our opportunity, folks. Sometimes, right? People won't accept the opportunity. They won't accept $100. So, it's not of your making. So understand this business as much as good as you are, as big of an opportunity you might have, sometimes people won't take it. So understand some will, some won't. Okay. What's next, right? Okay. So with that being said, I want to kind of conclude my short training because I do have a important person that I want to bring up tonight, and she's going to talk about the real part of the business, okay, the real key thing, and hopefully these questions, you guys are writing them down, and the next person I get to bring up, beside being someone close to me, I've learned so much from this, from this incredible a mentor of mine, and she, beside being someone I call my older sister, I have always regarded to her as my coach, my mentor. There have never been a time where I have never came to her, and believe me, some of you guys on this call, you probably say, well, K2 got it good. because that's a sister. No, and you know, sometimes that's the wrong way to look at it, because being her brother, to be honest with you guys, we ended up being on the short end of the stick. You know, we ended up getting harder, right? Okay, how many of you guys, if you had your family members on here, you would make it harder on them versus making it easy, right? Okay, so with that being said, I want you guys to understand that in this business, you know, when you have someone like Terry and Ben that has over many years of experience building leadership and being able to just be able to go out there and grow their business and every single market and pocket of the water and hit one of the top position with NuChampion in a short amount of time and have accolade. I mean, you guys get a chance to work personally with her, and every Monday, this is where you get to hear from her and know exactly what it really took for her to win. And she had been in this industry for so many years, and I can tell you, I have seen her at her top, and I have seen her at her down, and I have seen her at moments when she doesn't even have you know, she went from making millions to being penniless, and understand that. But you know, one thing that never changed for her that I know, regardless of what position or what time in life she has been in, you know, what never changes her dream and her outlook on what is really, you know, a better day. You know, I've been so blessed to work with her, and you know, my first network marketing company with her at 17 when I had no choice. You know, still in high school, didn't know what I was doing, and I remember sitting in the first meeting and listening to a gentleman by the name of Richard Bond and talking and just hearing him, and it's so crazy because I remember that first company and just to hear him talk about the dream, and at 17 years old, I'm hearing him talking about the lifestyle and already I knew in my heart somewhere, for those on this call, I knew in my heart that I wanted to be doing what he was doing. I mean, I wanted to be able to enjoy the freedom that he had and not have to work my way through life and the message makes sense, and it just makes sense so much that it stuck with me and all the way until you know, I'm here today. So you know what I'm trying to share with you, the message right here before I bring Terri to up, is that no matter what it is, it's the opportunity. It's a vision. You know, it's being in places, an event that stretches your vision and your team into a whole new level. And today I'm so honored to bring up Terri to talk about, you know, what it's going to take, right? Okay, why is someone like Terri able to go out there and time after time, whether she, you know, to hit the bottom of every single business and be able to build large organization back up in every single new company she's been in, because of there's certain things that you do right that's going to create the right result every single time if you understand the intangible thing, right? And I can guarantee you, those that are on this call, it's not going to be the product. Okay, we have a great product, but there's something much more powerful, something that's going to be able to see, something that's going to be able to get your team explosion, igniting into a whole new level. And it is my honor to really bring up the number one person that be able to do that. Because those that are on this call, I hope you guys are going out there, grabbing your notepad, grabbing your pen and paper, and getting ready to take note. Because Terri too, our incredible mentor and coach, is going to be able to share with you some of the key intangible secrets that have helped her achieve dynasty building in her team. So Terri too, are you on? All righty.
Okay. Hello, team. I know.
All right. Terri, you're kind of I can't hear you.
Hold on.
All righty, Terri two's on. I'm excited. All right, team, make sure you got your pen and paper.
Thank you, K2. Thank you, team. I am excited every week. Looking forward to our team call here. To me, what's important is our communication with our group. And thanks, Kay, for covering one of the most important basic in our business. Sometimes it's so basic that we just don't do it. And many times when people come and complain about the business and why it's not working for me, why I'm not getting what I want, instead of looking for new tools and new way and thinking there's a secret in this business, I'm here to tell you there's no secret. The only secret is sometimes we forget that, our business is really boiled down to people, and it boiled down to the basic step, which K2 went through with you. What we learned, people in our business is like oxygen. Without the flow of people, our business eventually will dry up and die. And first, I just want to say I am so excited for our team, for the momentum, for the leaders in the last month, 30 days, really go out there and take massive action. And even to the midnight, to the last day, people fighting to be qualified, fighting to hit their qualification for Iceland trip, for also for the promotion. And so I want to take this opportunity to first congratulate team for such a job well done, and I want to pull up these individual who really went out and went crazy last month and totally committed to their business, to their team, and working around the clock. I get a chance to see my brother stay at my house in the last few days of the month, and even at midnight we came home around 10 o'clock, and I'm like always shocked out and ready to hit the bed. And K2 is like, Terri, I'm getting ready for a webinar for some of our prospect in Hawaii. I'm like right now, like in an hour, like that's like 11 o'clock midnight. And he said, yeah, I need to say I've never seen my brother so excited for the opportunity, for the future. He and his wife, and even though they're away in the last few days, but they're constantly on communication, and even as much as we wrap up such a strong month, and many of our leaders hitting their promotion, we did tremendous LOI, we did executive, people qualifying for the trip, and I've always feel, even going into the on Monday, yesterday, into the first and the second, for me, being around Kay, just to see his team already start rolling, already starting a whole new chapter and creating the momentum already beginning of the month, instead of waiting till the end of the month, like most people, when they take their final, they wait until the end. And so my thumbs up, and I want all of you to take this opportunity to acknowledge, the number that you see under there, that is called Circle Group Production. And I am so proud because the number one in our team, under the leadership of Kay and Tammy, is Hoàng An Ta, also hitting her diamond executive, qualifying for Iceland trip. I know Kay and Tammy worked very closely with them in the last 30 days, and they did 17,700 points in the Circle Group. Circle meaning this is just what all the individual in their team, in their circle, that have not become executive. I mean, Hoàng An and her husband Guy, they have also multiple layer of executive that did all the other production, but that's not including in this number. This is really, what you did to go out there, continue personally recruiting and production. And so she's producing 3 new executives out of that production. And so number 2, as you can see, another front line. They say the speed of the leaders, the speed of the team, and these are 2 front line directly to Kay and Tammy, breaking a number. I mean, I'm so proud of Tuli, who first month of her executive went out there. The company, when they took about what they did was they take the statistic of all the new people who went executive. They're just struggling just to maintain 3,000 on the first month. And here, Tuli, on her first month of executive promotion, took her 3 weeks to go, 3 weeks to go executive. And after that, her first month as an executive did over 10,000 and produced 2 new executives in the team, which is so proud of this Polynesian team. And of course, K2 and Tammy being the lead of the pack. They barely have time to really work on their circle group, but even that, they produce one executive, and really working probably 80% of their time with their Polynesian team and Hoàng An and Ki. I mean, I can see this group in the Bay Area totally exploding, and so Ben and I are so excited. Congratulations, team. We are so happy. I see a big spark coming out of this, and I know we have a handful list of of a new LOI executive with your guys' picture coming out tonight or tomorrow. We honor you. It's such an honor for Ben and I to work with such amazing group of people, and we're just beginning, team. Now, the other 2 weeks ago, I went to a marriage conference, and I bought a T-shirt. I wish I should have took a picture and put it in here. The T-shirt say it will only get better. It will only get better, and not only get better, but I know it will be amazing. And we talk about as leader, over and over you hear about NuSkin talking about we are a leadership company. We pay for people to build leader. We pay leadership, and if anything that we have seen in the past few days leading up to the end of the month is if your action, and that's what to me defines a leader, especially a leader with vision, helping people dream, as you hear us saying that many times in our team. Hold on, somehow I'm not able to see. There it goes, because I'm trying to get the point in here. See, if your action inspire others to dream more, to learn more, to do more, and to become more, you are a leader. So my question on this call here today, of each and every one of you on this call, are you a leader? Does your action inspire others to dream more, to learn more, to do more, to become more? Then you are a leader. And that's what we do. That is it really boils down to how we get paid. But I always say your paycheck is as equivalent, as equal to your leadership ability. And of course, no one see themselves becoming a leader from day one they joined this business. I didn't see myself as a leader. No way. I say, no way, Jose. All right. I mean, K2 knows. In the family, I'm the one who's just literally like, whatever people say, I go tell, and I always agree with everybody. I'm like the yes person. Okay, whatever, it's okay. Same thing when I was in school. So I didn't see myself as a leader, but the moment I realized that I have to be a leader to able to inspire other people, able to move other people, right? And so I've learned to work harder on myself to be the person that I want to attract, because the more you become, the more you will attract. If you look at your team, and that's the reflection of who you are, and if you look at what you see, beaming back at you, and you don't like what you see, then that means there's something that we got to work on us. There's something that we have to change in order to attract, in order to reap, right? Because they say the bird of a feather will flock together. The more you become, you will attract better individuals to your team. And we talk about as our team. I looked in our team. I see dream. I see honesty. I see integrity. I see teamwork. And it's only get better from here. And you gotta believe in the vision and believe in the people in your team. That no one, probably to me 1 or 2% become, they born as a leader, but the bulk, leader are made. They're not born. And I've seen, average, ordinary individual with dream, determination, discipline, and they do not quit, became leaders in this business, no matter who they are, no matter how ordinary they are. I was ordinary. I didn't see myself winning. And each and every one of you, can be a leader. These are just a few tips, that you can become a great leader. You got to be receptive. Your attitude is everything in this business. Your attitude, determine everything. It's not about your aptitude. It's about your attitude. No matter what happens in our business, we can always see the positive. It's easy to be negative. It's easy to be negative when no one shows up. It's easy to be negative when everybody you talk to say no. It's easy to be negative when, your downline didn't show up. It's easy to be negative when the best person tell you you're crazy, that they don't do the business with you. But can you still be positive despite of all of that? There's always, it's not what happened, it's how you're going to look at what happened. I mean, were you able to look at the positive instead of focus on the negative? And I realize the leaders always focus on solution, not on the problem. I mean, we're going to climb Mount Everest, and Mount Everest in our business is not Mount Everest. It's success mountain, all right? Like K2 always talk about the K2 climber, right? Climbing up. While you're climbing up, trying to get to the top of the mountain, you cannot afford to stop and focus on the problem. Either you focus on the problem or focus on solution. And they always say either result or excuse, right? And so as a leader, you gotta be receptive. You gotta able to be flexible. You gotta able to focus on the negative and the positive. And your most important is be humble. Nothing more irritatable or or more of a sore eye for most people than being an arrogant individual. A good leader accepts his or her weakness and act with intelligence to overcome the problem and to be humble. Lily, we all have something to learn. No one is perfect. I'm still learning every day in this business. And a great leader, be coherent with your act, meaning what it is. You can be congruent to what you say, right? Because you cannot tell your downline, hey, I'm going to see you at that meeting, you don't show up, or I'm going to be at that, leadership conference, and then you're going to bail out. Because, one thing through my journey to become a leader, I've always tell my people, I would never tell you anything. I would never tell you to do anything if I won't do it myself. And that's what we call be a do-it-first leader, more than anything else. With what's coming, what's happening in the company, and with the event that we have for our team to help propel, to help you become a leader, to help gravitate and build leader. Because I truly believe each and every one of us on this call and in our team are champion. You are champion. You got to go through the process. You got to be a rising star before you become a superstar. And from a superstar, you're going to become a champion. And from being a champion, you're going to be a world. After that, guess what? You'll be a world conqueror. But you got to start somewhere, right? You got to able to be congruent, in every little thing you do. If you tell your team to be positive, you got to be the first person to be positive. You tell your team, let's go share with other people. You have to be the first person, to share this with other people, right? There's a difference between a leader and a manager, and that's the difference in this business. All of us here, are volunteer. Our team are volunteer army. They're not a, employee. We always say, we'll be here. Your leader, Katie, Tammy, Hong An, Hong Ho, here on this call. Many leaders on this call. Sonia, we here, we'll work with you. We work with you. We can't make you do it, and we won't boss you to do it because we understand you're volunteer. If it's going to be, it's up to me, right? And so most important is as a leader, make sure it's easier to criticize, but it takes something more to compliment. Find ways to compliment people. Find way to, make people feel special. I remember, when I got this little rising superstar plaque from my upline leader, I held on to it. I fell asleep with it. I felt so special. I wasn't a nobody yet. I was just a rising star. And so in our team, we're going to find ways to recognize you. We'll do it even way more than we ever done it before. All right. And so, I truly, I know K2 probably love this, right? It's about know that this is your business. Your leader won't boss you. I won't boss you. You got to boss yourself. Would you recruit you? Would you sign up you? Would you be your sponsor, right? That's the question we're going to ask, because nobody's going to boss us in this business. And, team, all I can tell you is, when I talk about being a do-it-first leader, the moment my secret to success, there was no secret. The moment I realized that I don't have to be the best speaker at the event, as long as I get the most, because I learned from a mentor of mine. He said the man or the woman that makes the most amount of money is the one that has the most people at big event. We're talking about big event. We're talking about upcoming event in our team here. We're talking about, I'm going to go back. Okay. These are the upcoming events that we're going to have in our team. Okay. I mean, these are events that, I realized that I don't have to be on stage. I just got to make sure I have the most amount of people in my team at these major events that's going to help them make life-changing decisions. And what is the next important event? It's not the big event. It's the next event. Whatever that's the next event that we have in our team, because you build people from event to event. You expose them, you involve them, and then they're going to upgrade themselves. They're going to upgrade themselves at the beginning to be, you know what, I'm interested. Maybe I'm interested. I'm going to try new skin out. And then the more you expose them, involve them into bigger events, they're just like, you know what? And then they're going to make much bigger, life-changing decisions. They say, you know what? This seems good. It sounds like it's better than my job. And then guess what? Again, you're going to expose them, involve them into a big event, like the next big event that we're going to have is the New Skin Leadership Conference, right? And the New Skin Leadership Conference, that is where people are really going to make that committed, life-changing decision. I made life-changing decision at my first big event. I realized, wow, I'm never going to quit this, because they told me as long as I don't quit, I'm going to win. I make a decision no matter what happened, I'm not going to quit. Because at my first big event, I saw a man and his wife picking cherry on the field. They were Hmong. They came here. They have no education. He was speaking English on stage, but I barely could understand him. They have no education, so the only job they got was picking strawberry in Sacramento. And he showed his picture of him and his wife looking all, all worn out. They look like as good as, they look like they could be, I can recognize them. But they were holding 2 pounds of strawberry on the field. But when he shared that story, he was making averaging $50,000 a month in that business on my first convention. Not with Nu Skin, but within my first network marketing company. And it changed my life. I make life-changing decisions. I think if that guy who barely can speak English, and he came when he was already 30, 40 years old, what excuse do I have? If he can do it, then I can do it. And when I made that decision that I would never quit, if someone average and ordinary like him, having so much challenge, can still make $50,000 a month in network marketing, what excuse do I have? And so at Leadership Conference, and I realized my life changed because I went to big events. Again, 8 years ago, when I sat at kickoff in Nu Skin, I already marked out Nu Skin as an old company. I'm never going to join. Nothing new. The company's old. All the money's already made. But guess what? Because I know people make life-changing decisions at big events. So guess what I did? I drove myself to kickoff in 2009. And I sat in the back with my arm crossed with my big ego, thinking Nu Skin, maybe I'm too good for Nu Skin, right? But because of that big event, that kickoff in 2009, I didn't even join yet. I sat in the back. But because of after that 2 days, my life changed. I make my last life-changing decision 9 years ago that this will be the last vehicle for me. This is the last company I'm ever going to join. And guess what? I look back and thank God I went to that event. Even someone who already has 14 years experience in network marketing. I might say, I don't need to go events. I know what they're going to talk about. But guess what? I myself totally believe that leaders are made at big events. Life-changing decisions make a big event. And so I'm here to tell you, these events, leadership conference, and that's why I call leadership once a year. They only want serious leader at this leadership conference. That's why it was sold out, but so many of the top leaders call and beg the company, please find another room so we can have. And now, this morning I'm just kind of, go in, see if I can get more tickets, and I can't. Well, it's sold out, and then they reopen it, and now it's sold out again, right? And so, but still, if you really want it bad enough to change your 2018, I know we're in 2017, what you do right now and the decision you're going to make and the place you're going to go, I can assure you, you can change your 2018. And this event right here, the company going to lay out. The company going to lay out Nu Skin 3.0 for the rest of the year. They're going to share everything. It's almost like you get a chance to sit in the round table with the founder, with the CEO. They're sharing you the strategy, what's going to happen to wrap up the year strong. And as a leader, I've always say, as a leader, what you don't know could kill the rest of your team. And I'm here to tell you, no matter how broke I was at many times, barring and do whatever I could to go to events, even if I didn't have money for lunch. But I have never missed any major company big events in any company that I have been involved with. And that's the reason why I have risen to the top level on all of my last two companies, the last one. And because and my team ended up winning so big that I was recognized as the most valuable player. I won the MVP award for the year. A whole year, only one person gets the MVP award at the company annual convention, because I teach my team that the secret in this business is not how great you are. The secret in this business is how many people follow you to big events. That's the secret in this business. And so if you're going to ask me a secret, but of course you have to have people to take to big events. And so you need that people flow. You need to master using technology online, or, local BB, or one-on-one, or home BB. Utilize all of that to get the people flow. Once they come in, we're going to ask them, is there opportunity intrigue you the most, or the products? And whatever they respond, you do the follow-up to help answer that question, that concern for them. And so I can't stress enough, I can tell who's going to dominate in our team in the next 30, 60, 90 days is how many people are going to follow you to leadership conference. And I'm here to tell you, if you're going to go to leadership conference and you sit there by yourself, you're going to regret it. You're going to sit there, you're going to kick yourself in the butt that what should, how many more people should have sit in that room with you. One thing I've learned, understand by you going to leadership, or your people going to leadership, your leader, including myself, we're not going to make a dime. But if we all about the money, we're going to tell you buy as many products as you can, because that's where we make money. But I've never seen a successful leader in our team become Blue Diamond or Team Elite without at least committing to go to all major events. We're talking about major. The company has only 2 major conventions in a whole year. They have leadership and they have global convention coming in October. All my top leaders, they all at least go to all the company major convention twice a year. So I don't know if you can I haven't find someone in our team that did anything different and hit the top level. Okay, so I can't stress enough. You do whatever you can. We live in California. You can get in the car and still drive to Utah. I have a girl, a mom, stay-at-home mom building this business, flying in from Canada. Even though she has nobody coming in her team, she's flying in from Canada. What excuse do we have? And you get a chance to meet her, hung ho. And it's not the first time she flew. She flew every time from Canada. It cost her almost $1,000. And she flew in a few times. Yes, she became a Ruby and went on a trip. She's building all by herself over there in Canada. And still last month, her circle group did over 6,000. And she has 2 executives in her team. And so we have so many people that if you want it bad enough, you find a way. If you want it bad enough, you find a way. Sell that refrigerator. Sell that TV. There's no PV in TV anyway. All right. And then, but we're going to line up. We're so committed to commit to our leaders who are committed. And so Ben and I, we're doing everything in our schedules to support our Bay Area team, because right now, our Bay Area team, Northern California, kick butt. So we're committed to come there twice a month. We'll be there on April 15th, for our team, Mini Health and Beauty Expo. We have, the team leadership team there. Okay. So we're coming down there. And then not only that, so we're building, not only the business team, we're building a family. We want to see you guys, a few years from now when we say, hey, let's go and hop on a plane and go shopping in Hawaii, right? We want you to be there with us. So we're going to have our team Easter barbecue, for you to bring your family, bring your children. We want to know your family, and there's no better day than Easter Sunday, even though we have our church here, at Saddleback Church, but we'll be down there. We go to church, and then before we have our team Easter barbecue with all of you, meeting your family. To me, Easter is about renewal. It's about God, what He gives for us, and it's about renewing. Things can change. That you can give birth to something new. Whatever happened, you've risen just like Jesus has risen. You've risen to be a champion. You've risen to be a somebody. And that's to me, that's what Easter's all about. It's about you can rise up to be something, that you probably never thought you could be. And we're here to support you. New Skin here to support you. Your leadership here to support you. And then we're going to come back at the end of the month to help you wrap up strong, to help you hitting that goal. We're going to have our executive luncheon, so we can't wait to meet all the new executives. Last month, we probably have 10, 15 new executives last month from the Bay Area. So when we met Tully with the first executive last month, and she made a commitment, next executive, she's not going to go there by herself. And so I know she got some new executives. But any of you between now to the end of April, if you hit your mark, you'll be invited to executive luncheon. And, but it is an honor and privilege to be at that executive luncheon. We're going to give us a chance for Ben and I to honor you, to acknowledge you for your hard work. So that's the bill is on Ben and I at our executive club up in the tall building in downtown San Jose. And so that will be executive luncheon. Then the following day, we're going to have our regional event. This is where we drill for skill and drill for will. This is where we're going to build leader. We're going to give you the skills, the know-how, and also, of course, we have the training, the know-how, how to understand the compensation plan, how to understand the system, how to understand more detail about the product, and all the how, and also the recognition, and then how to be a leader. Drill, we're going to help you drill that skill set and drill that will, right? And so it's going to be a power pack agenda for regional, because we're going to see as we build up this momentum that you bring in your new team member, the one who just signed up but make no commitment. We're going to make sure regional event will escalate them to a new level of confidence that they will say, yes, I want to do this. Yes, I'm ready to go big. Yes, I want to go executive. Yes, I want to go LOI. That's our goal at San Jose Regional. And, taking their leadership ability to the next level, or taking their commitment level to the next level. And that's what region is all about at the end of the month, to really, what can I say? Like putting the final punch to the end of the month, okay? And I see in the next 90 days, every end of the month, this schedule would literally, be the schedule for San Jose, the 15th in the middle of the month, we're going to do Expo, and then toward the end of the month, we do regional. We're going to drive this for the next 90 days, to really seal in the deal, getting many of our, really explode the Bay Area. That's my heart. I grew up in the Bay Area, and I want to make that our team dominate and be the team. And from that, we're going to expand major. We all expand, but I mean, not to the point where, we're talking about our English market, our Latino market, our other market. I mean, so untapped. Okay, so I'm so excited, K2. I mean, so again, congratulations, team. I just can't wait to come back and see all of you. And we have people here in Canada and everywhere else. But team, Ben and I, where you're committed, we'll be there, all right? But right now, we just see there's a fireball going on in the Bay Area, in San Jose, Northern California. So, they say work where you deserve, not where you need it. So definitely the Bay Area, Northern California deserve our time. So we're excited.
All righty, look at that. That is talking about major information right there, guys. So we're wrapping up the call tonight, and I know that many of you guys are on here. I know that you guys are all excited. As you can see, ignite your passion. That is the place to be this April 20th. We have all the exciting things. As you can see, this is all about being able to ignite that fire in you, that spark, that leadership, that champion in your heart. Do whatever it takes. You cannot afford to miss out on this April 20th. I know that we still have a whole 2.5 weeks, and if you're a leader, as Terri just said, leader is being the best director of motivation, being the best cheerleader, and cheerleading them and promote and being excited about events that's going to change their lives. So I can say that our team didn't grow because they went to the first TU and then saw the bigness of the company, and to hear the leaders talk about the bigness of the market in the U.S. So we're excited. Terri, too, thank you so much for your time and sharing your wisdom and knowledge. I know that the team have learned a lot. We're excited. It's going to be an exciting week. We'll see you back next Monday, and we'll see you all at the top. Have a good evening, everyone.